Alright, now question A interesting question 3, analytical geometry. Check out the description box for more content and recording for the question paper. Now, lago question 3, but in the diagram below, A, B, and C are the vertices of triangle ABC. Right now, A, B, C are the vertices of triangle ABC. So it's not two triangles, it's obvious. Triangle ABC, no triangle ADE, I two are triangles, right? So basically, to E is the midpoint of AC. Where's E? Now E la. Now E is the midpoint of AC. D is the point on the x-axis such that AD is a line perpendicular to the x-axis. Now D, so now connect out D no A, I get a perpendicular line, right? So on such a case where a line is perpendicular, it means that our coordinates ka A ne coordinate laga D will share a x coordinate. The x coordinate yakhona izofana, ne? If a line is perpendicular. Then we have the last part of the statement city theta, alpha is the angle of inclination of line AC. Now with ulokayo alpha la, right? Make sure good you asfunda the statement. For any question wherever you a statement, make sure good you asfunda the statement. That's where uthola information corner, ne? That's why uthola information corner. Imagine. Okay, anyway, I was telling M la, ne? Let's say in the statement basitshela ukuthi M is the midpoint, then azange bafakele dots le, ne? Then when I was fundang statement, you have to calculate ama coordinates ka M. You are calculator kanjani, yabona? Or bakutshela ukuthi M is not the midpoint of AB. Then wena ke you assume ukuthi M is the midpoint, then we calculate as a midpoint, then we thola wrong ke. It's important ukuthi a statement uyasifunda usunderstand kahle, ne? We highlighted the important information. Njengala basitshela ukuthi E is the midpoint. That's important. What else? Ilogo kuphela. Then alpha is the angle of inclination. Alright. Ya black same le question. Angifuna ukukhuluma ma. Ya trapa. Yes. Nizabona nani. Mara sizoyichacha ke yona. Sizoyichacha. Alright, 3.1. Determine the coordinates of M, the midpoint of AB. Alright, straightforward one. Ilula ke le. Ilula. Angisho yase crash le. Yase crash the question. And then sibano y1 plus y2 over 2. Nomungati y2. x2 plus x1 is still the same thing. So x1, go mind, okay, let's say this is point 1 and this is point number 2. So x1 wamu negative 3 plus x2, which is negative 5. So it's negative 5 over 2. Then y1 8, y2 2. So it's 8 plus 2 divided by 2. Then M open bracket minus 3 plus my negative 5, that is negative 8. Yeah, it's negative 8 divided by 2. Then sibano 10 divided by 2. So our coordinates got M about negative 4 no 5. 5 negative bunny 4. So now I answer it. It's negative 4 and 5. Asiyela pagu 3.2. Write down the coordinates of D. Okay, saying kazila mostly. My coordinates got D about minus 5 no 0. Just like I've explained, a perpendicular line, the point above A also share the same x coordinate as with D, but with D happens to be on the x-axis, right? D is a point on the x-axis such that AD is a line perpendicular to the x-axis. So it means that y way to bani was 0, right? So 3.3 siyabangena. So far right, ne? Ayihluphi isaziphethe kahle. 3.3, show that the coordinates of C are 7 and minus 2. So the coordinates of Bani C are 7 and minus 2. Alright, lucky for us, basiphe in la. Basiphe a midpoint between lo A na lo C, which is Bani E. Bega mganam, bega. E, vula bracket, 1, 0, angisho, 1, 0 is equal to the is the midpoint between ubani YA plus YC man umthatha y, it's x la, XA plus XC over 2. This komele sinikeze u1, then uy simthola ngokuthi YA plus YC over 2. This YA plus YC isinikeza ubani u0. Yes, so sizothi 1 is equal to ubani XA u-negative 5. Siyam substitute la. XC I don't have, ngifuna ama coordinates ka C, ungakhohlwa XC divided by 2. Then siyabuya ke manje sithi y, what is y, u2 is equal to YA u2 plus YC it's unknown, divided by 2. Cross multiply over 1 times 2, it's 2. 1 times that is equal to minus 5 plus XC. Alright, sisaselana 2 times 2, it's 4. It's 4. Then sibanobani 1 times that, it's equal to 2 plus YC. Then we solve for XC no YC ke. So 5 buya ngapha sithola ngaki, sithola u7 ngoba u5 nakafika ngapha eba upositive, yo add ngapha. So 2 plus 5 is 7 equal to XC. Then 2 buya ngapha you subtract. 4 minus 2 is what? Is 2. That is YC. Therefore ama coordinates ka C ubani u7 nobani, ama coordinates ka C 7, x u7, y ubani 2. Now so sesikhombisile ukuthi ama coordinates ka C u7 no negative. Is it negative? Ngenzeni wrong ke manje? What did I do wrong? Sibuyele la. Ngenzeni wrong. It's minus 5 sharp 2 1 and 0 sharp. Oh, okay. Ngimthatha before. Alright. Lana it's not 2, but Lana it should be 0 la. It should be 0. So 2 times 0 it's 0. Then langileta lo 2 about minus 2. Yes, angimazi ngimthathe lo 2, but anyway, C 7 no minus 2. Now answer it. Okay. Yes. 3.4, calculate the length of AC. Alright. Okay, I think suse logo. Then we start a new board la. 3.4 sifuna okay, length ka AC ke. So length ka AC square root. Alright, so far sase good, sasiphethe kahle, sengakaqala ngokuhlupha le question. So ama questions afana nabo gradient, length, midpoint, ama questions okwamele ungawatholi wrong la, ne? You shouldn't get these questions wrong. Minus YC squared, then CT AC is equal to the square root of, then XA uban negative 5 minus XC sinayo 7 squared plus YA u2 minus YC u-negative 2 squared lapha, then CT AC is equal to the square root of minus 5 minus 7. Okay, asiyenze yonke this one. siyenze yonke. For how many marks? 2 marks. Uyabona ke manje. Shaya yonke, ungazimoshela isikhathi. 2 minus negative 2 squared. Ngithola ngayiki? 4 square root 10. 4 square root 10. So AC is equal to 4 the square root of 10. Now your answer here to get 3.5. Wangena kamabhoza. 3.5. Izwa abathini ke manje. Determine the coordinates of F if F lies in the first quadrant and CABF is a parallelogram. Ngiyayithanda le question. U-F uSamuela. U-F uSamuela. U-F uSamuela. Alright, yeah, u-F uSamuela. Therefore, nangiconnecta u-CAB nalo F, I should get something like ini parallelogram. I should get the parallelogram. Determine the coordinates ka F. Sifuna lama coordinates ka F ke manje. If F lies in the first quadrant and CABF is a parallelogram, how do we find ama coordinates ka F? That's the question. So athola kanjani ke ama coordinates ka F? And it's for how many marks? 2 marks. Alright again. Back in the days there was something ebesinokuyenza ama transformations, ne? Uyabona this midpoint M. This midpoint yaka M le. Okay, the M is actually a midpoint and ama coordinates wakhona so calculateile sathola ubani sengwa erase ile party ngisawakhumbula -4 no 5. It was -4 and 5. Check this out again. Check this out. Le midpoint le. Now I'm going to draw a line through this midpoint. The very same midpoint, I mean the line drawn from this midpoint, you kata u F kuphi ku midpoint as well. You kata you kata the F line FC at the midpoint again, right? So bheka, if M is the midpoint, it means that A is actually a transformation, right? A translation kabani ka B. Maybe a translation ka B. So bheka ke la manje. How do I move from A to B? How do I transform from A to B? If I'm a coordinates ka A now, X, no kanji, no Y. My coordinates ka A now. Ama coordinates ka B azoba ubani? That is the question ke la. Sifuna uku-identify ukuthi how do I translate to A to B? Ne? Bheka. Ama coordinates ka A beku -5 but nakafika ku B seka ubani? Seka -3. Ne? Seka -3. Yo, what happened ke manje? So kufana nokuthi ngithe -5 plus 2 ngathola ubani? U-3. So ngithethe i-coordinate la ka A ngathi ku X ngiyoku-add ngo2 ngiyokuhlanganisa no2 uzonginikeza i-coordinate la ka B. Asicheck u-Y. Kuno2 la. U-B seka no8. How? What happened manje? So kufana nokuthi ngi-add ubani la? I added u6 ngoba 6 plus 2 it's what? It's 8. So lana ku X ku Y ka A ngi-add ubani? U6. How? Why? Ngiyohlanganisa bani? 6 la. Anginikeza ama coordinates kabani? Ka B. Because of this midpoint, nangi stretch out all the way up to lana, I also get a midpoint between F no bani no C. The same transformation will happen la kubani ku C to F. So ama coordinates ka C azo transformer to F by this rule where city X plus 2Y plus 6. So ama coordinates ka F na wakela. ama-coordinates ka-f nawo la. Ama-coordinates ka-c ubani 7 ayisho it's okay adingabhale la 7 nobani no negative 2. In order to get to ama-coordinates ka-f, I need to add u-x ngo-2 ngi-add u-y ngobani ngo-6. So x c ngiyo-add abani u-2 so that I can get to f. Then ngiyabuya ke minus 2, which is the y coordinate for bani for c. I need to add ubani u-c, I need to add u-6 ngiyothi plus 6 to get y coordinate kabani ka-f. So therefore the coordinates for f, it's what again? 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, negative 2 plus 6, it's 4. Now my coordinates got f again. Now my coordinates got f. Now my coordinates got f. Enye into ongayisebenzisa, it's the midpoints. We're calculating midpoint ka BC ngoba ama diagonals between u-A, F ne diagonal between u-B, C, they intersect la angisho. So they share a common midpoint angisho. Bashare a midpoint. So by using u-B no C, I can find the midpoint where ama diagonals weta intersect khona. After I got to midpoint la, I can use A no F. I can use A nale midpoint to calculate the coordinates ka F. Ne? I was just giving you a different perspective korala. Ne? Try that method to totally the same answer as this one. I say 3.6. Determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Asqimelana. Siyela pha ku 3.6. Determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now AB, the perpendicular bisector naila. It's just a line. It's a straight line, straight line, straight line. It's a perpendicular bisector. Nas okay. Sifuna this equation, the line of the equation of this line, the perpendicular bisector. So in order to find an equation for any line, udinga a gradient and 1 point. Ne? So I already have a point. It's the midpoint. It's the midpoint. Bayash, okay, determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Alright, I think I'm making an assumption. Determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. But okay, abasho ukuthi nale line will pass through which point. So I just okay, I'm not saying I assumed, but usually this question bekwamele bayibuze ngale ndlela le. The equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB, and the line passes through ubani point M. Udinga a point and a gradient. Finding a gradient won't be a problem. Ngoba the gradient of a line AB, now it times another perpendicular line, the gradient of the perpendicular line, you should get to -1. So we are going to use this equation to find a gradient for the perpendicular line. Now problem yoba yini point. The point ayihluphi so sebenzisa midpoint la. The question ayiphelelanga. That's my opinion la. Ayiphelelanga lelo kanje. But anyway, we need a gradient ka AB. So it's YB minus YA over XB minus XA. YB 8 minus YA 2 divided by XB -3 minus XA -5. -5 yavala. So you're about 6 la. Then -3, it's plus, okay, it's plus 5. So you're about 2 equal to divide lana sithola out 3. Therefore we substitute out 3 lana. I substitute 3, M perpendicular is equal to -1. M perpendicular, the gradient for the perpendicular line is -1 over 3. Now I answer it for the gradient. Now using this y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. Ungasebenzisa this formula or ungasebenzisa y equal to mx plus c. So ne gradient uvela ufaka u-negative 1 over 3 ufake nale coordinate lelo kanje le midpoint, you can find the value ka c. So I'm just going to say y minus y1 ubani, ngithatha the coordinates u-negative 4 no 5. Ngithatha the coordinates for the midpoint ngiyawa substitute la. y1 5 equal to, what's the gradient? Minus 1 over 3 x minus x1 ubani u-negative 4. Ngifake x coordinate for the midpoint. So y minus 5 is equal to negative 1 over 3 x. Negative times a negative, it's a positive, so it's positive 4 lana. Positive 4 times negative 1 over 3, it's negative 4 over 3. Then CTY is equal to minus 1 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 5. Y is equal to again. Solver for x, or making a variable the subject of the formula. Akufuneka ukuthi kuklape, akufuneka ukuthi kushaye, kwamele uyazi this thing. So mdala manje, ne? So mdala. Is old now. Minus 1 over 3x plus 11 over 3. 11 over 3. Now I answer it together. This is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. See, with 3.6, 3.7. Sifuna the size of angle, bani, the angle alpha, the line of the angle of inclination, 3.7. All right. Be hot la. Bekushushu la ku 3.5. Kwaphola nyana sekupholile ke manje, ne? La ku 3.7 ngoba sifuna ini? Ilo kanje equation. I mean the size of angle alpha la. Right. So siyothi ke. So angle alpha, it's the angle of inclination. So since we tan alpha equal to the gradient of line AC. Ngoba the angle alpha is the angle of inclination for this line kabani ka AC. So stinga the gradient ka line AC. Gradient, you shouldn't get this wrong. Y C X A X C. So YA 2 minus YC. Now ngawukhohlwa ama coordinates ka C, it's negative 2 divided by XA or minus 5 minus XC 7 equal to 4 negative 5 plus 7, isn't it 12? So answer line should be 1 over negative 3. 1 over negative 3. Didn't we calculate? As long as we calculated this thing. Oh, negative 1 over 3. It's the equation of that straight line. Yeah. Anyway, now again. Nazo. All right, again. My sister gradient. Now I have to find with the alpha again. So tan alpha is equal to negative 1 over 3. Then we take the second function again, or arctan, which is negative 1 over 3. If your gradient, ne? Alright, I think if, but let me do it. So we will shift tan negative 1 over 3. It's negative 18 degrees. Ne? It's negative 18 degrees. But check this out. Angikhona kuba ne-angle negative. And this alpha is an obtuse angle. So if that's the case, if it's a negative gradient and the angle yakho it's an obtuse, you always add 180 la. Always add 180 degrees. So ngizothi plus 180 equal to, it makes sense again, man. It makes sense. It makes sense now. So alpha yoba 161,57 degrees. 57 degrees. I think if I neglected this the negative sign, susa 180. Okay, anyway, yabo ukuthi lo 180 uyafuneka bo you subtractor. But anyway, faka the negative gradient, ne? We check out the angle about to calculate. If it's an obtuse at our 180 degrees la. So now alpha wethu again. 3.8, determine the equation of the line parallel to AB. Where's AB? Or AB, line parallel to AB and passes through point E. Alright, Naila. Niyabona seyipholile bangani bami, seyipholile ningawari. So gradient AB is the same as a gradient for the parallel line. And some lines are parallel, they have equal gradients. I gradient ka AB si calculate ile. Kwenye sithole ngaki athi ngibona. Gradient ka AB sithole u3. Gradient ka AB sithole u3. Alright, so the gradient for the parallel line is what? It's 3 nala. It's going to be 3. Therefore, this time I think 7 so y equal to mx plus c. The gradient sinayo 3, so give out 3x plus c y. The only problem with this asna sifuna value kabani ka c. What coordinate engizoyi substitute? What's the coordinate engizoyi substitute to find the value ka c? Since the parallel line passes through bani E, your 77 coordinates got E to find the C. So y 0, 3, x 1 plus C. Therefore, give out 0 equal to 3 times 1, it's 3 plus C. Letter u3 up, you minus 0, so it's negative 3 equal to C. Therefore, our answer is y equal to 3x minus 3. This is the equation for the parallel line to AB. Now, nayenye pause la. 3.9, but it's tole ubani or angle theta. Calculate the size of angle theta. Sincede nkosi. 3.9 for 2 marks. Nangobona ngathi yakushaya umunye umntana angayiyekela nje 2 marks angayiyekela. So lena asitekelishe this one. So what if uhlangabezana nama question angaka lawo? Ama questions are difficult or ungawa understand. Bese uthi every time uhlangana nawo na question paper ubhala final leso sikhathi. Lose ama 2 marks. You have to accumulate all of marks now. So just try, man. Try. So lana, it dinga just a little bit of thinking, Jayon. Ne? How do we calculate to theta la? How do I calculate to theta? Alright, omunye ngaba creative umntana. Okay, you know what? I can find the length here this side. Find the length here this side. Find the length here this side. After finding a length wala, I can use e cosine rule to find this angle. That's one way of doing it. Right nakon. Right. But it's the longest way around. Ne? It's the longest way around. Singasebenza in food. Trigonometric ratio ingasebenza. No, asna 90 degrees in this triangle. So what else? Any other amanye ideas enginawo ngaba yiphi mara? Theta kuzoba difficult. Nangabe sosebenzisa alpha nalo 90. Unfortunately, lo theta lona, it's not an external angle of a triangle. This triangle, if lo theta begai external angle of a triangle, if there was a line like this bese bathu theta lo, then ngabe sikhuluma something different. Bese uthi angle, external angle of a triangle, bese ngicalculator le angle lena using a straight line, then theta uzoba equal to lo 90 degrees plus the angle. Uyabona? That could work, but with theta it's not an external angle. Alright, we can run a test la, ne? We can do a test. Ngichaza ukuthi I can find the gradient ka line AB, which by the way is calculated. I can also find the gradient for this line AC, which by the way is calculated. Let's go back. Gradient ka AC now, negative 1 over 3. Fala. Gradient ka AB, ubani, 3. Asbuyelela. 3.9. Gradient ka AB, 3. Gradient ka AC is equal to negative 1 over 3. Uyayibona manje yaphe this thing. Awuyibona manje, okay, athi ngiqhubeke. Gradient AB times the gradient of AC with 3 times negative 1 over 3. Nang multiply la, ngizothola minus 1. Go now multiply my gradients and then you get to minus 1. What's the meaning of that? They are perpendicular. So it means that line AB is perpendicular to line AC. Therefore, theta is equal to 90 degrees. This was the test ebengikhuluma ngayo le. Instead of calculating a length, we have ukuthi dry le. Nailo kanje, nayi ilo kanje, I method is much more simpler. But it's sort of like a reason, yeah, no, provide out, but through our calculations. Anyway, theta is equal to 90 degrees. Best for the last question again. Calculate the area of triangle ABC. ABC. Okay. Alright. So, sakhumbula si calculator I length ka AC. Sathola ukuthi it's 4 square root 10. Sabuya sa calculator, okay, azange si calculate length ka AB. So ngizoyidinga. Since lana it's 90 degrees. 90 degrees, ngizosebenzisa this formula le. Area is equal to half times base times height. Ngoba AB perpendicular to bani AC. The base and the height should be perpendicular for this formula to work. Ne? If it was 80 degrees la, then komele usebenzise ini area rule. Yes? So into engizoyidinga manje length kabani ka AB. Length ka AB. Alright, kengenze sola. So length AB is equal to the square root of XA minus XB squared plus YA minus YB squared. Square root XA ubani negative 5. Negative 5 minus XB negative 3 squared plus valala. YA it's 2 minus YB it's 8 squared. As you calculate masinya, negative 5 negative 3 squared plus 2 minus 8 squared. Ngithola u2 square root 10. So ngithola u2 square root 10. Therefore, area is equal to half. What is the base? The base yam nayo length AB, which is 2 square root 10 times the height yam ubani AC, which is 4 square root 10. The answer yethu bani. So sothi fraction uyangibambezela 2 10 times 4 square root 10. nayi answer yethu. It's what? It's 40 square units, or units squared. Yes. The question 3 uphelela lana, guys. Check out the description box for more content. Ungakhohlwa ukulike, ukushare nokusubscribe. In the meantime, there's also a link to another YouTube channel for our lessons. Check it out. I appreciate and be a subscriber to that other channel as well. So for now, guys, I'm signing out. Bye bye.